Some see a wrestling match. We see a 6-minute lesson in grit. Some see a coach sending a runner home. We see a mentor guiding a student athlete into the future. Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a student athlete working on a shot. We see a powerful lesson in persistence. Some see a student preparing for success on an exam. We see a student athlete preparing for success in life. Some see a student athlete working hard in the weight room. We see a future leader learning there are no shortcuts to success. Some see a start to a swim meet. We see the starting blocks for life. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
Some see a volleyball match. We see a student athlete learning how to be poised under pressure. Some see a high school football stadium. We see the one place where the whole community comes together. Proud to keep education in front of athletics since 1903.
The following is a live sports presentation on Glycod.
Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball starts now. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page.
And welcome to Glycod's coverage of Southern Indiana high school basketball, where tonight we are live at Clarksville High School, where the Borden Braves at 10 and 11 are coming in to take on the Clarksville Generals. And we should have a good ball game for you tonight. It's homecoming here at Clarksville High School, and of course that always means some extra festivities, which also means our tip may be a little bit later than we previously expected, but that's just the way it goes sometimes, Gary.
Well, you know, this time of year, Todd, as you get toward the end of the season, there are a lot of extracurricular things that also get added into it, so it's to be expected.
Absolutely. Well, let's introduce us just for a moment. I'm Dr. Todd Carter. Alongside me, Coach Gary Forrest. Christian Sanchez will be working our camera for us here this evening. I think both of these schools for tonight's game, smaller schools, good history at both programs, both first-year head coaches taking over in places where they've either been for a while or coming back to. And that makes this an interesting matchup.
Very much so. They're wearing a different hat, so to say.
Yep.
You know, from going from being a player at their respective schools to now coaching kids. It's a neat thing to give back.
Right. It really is. And I know from talking to Coach McCune and before the season and talking to Coach Jones that they were both excited to get started. I think some bumps in the road and some different things a little different than they expected, but at the same time, that's always the way when you're a first-time head coach, right?
Nothing can prepare you for that first year.
Right.
And most of the things are outside the realm that no one ever told you about.
Right, absolutely. Well, let's pop back onto the court here so you guys can see as some of these lovely folks are introduced as on the homecoming court, and let's talk about some players to watch. Now, we're working on not a lot of background information for both of these teams, so we're just let's just talk about players in general as far as both teams go. Thoughts as far as of player groups or players to watch or groupings to watch for both of these programs tonight in this ball game, Gary?
Well, Borden, a very young team, and they're just hovering around 500. And in talking with their coach earlier tonight, Coach Jones, he likes the growth that they've had, and he just thinks his kids play really hard, and they've done everything that he's asked of them this year, and he's had a great first-year experience.
Well, and I know from talking to Coach McEwen after I spoke with him just a little bit ago that their thing is just they want to build every game, and so far it appears like they're doing that.
Very much so.
That would be, as a first-year head coach, right, you just want to see growth.
Yep. You want to see kids learn. They're not repeating the same mistakes over and over. It may be another mistake of a different nature, but at the same time, they're learning, and you move forward.
Absolutely. Well, let's go ahead and take a brief break, and when we come back, Coach Forrest had the chance to talk to Coach Jones, so we will hear from both of them when we return here to Clarksville as they host the Borden Braves tonight on Glycon.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless gas that claims hundreds of lives and makes thousands ill each year without warning. CO can be produced from grills, furnaces, even the fumes in your car. It can build up indoors and poison anyone who breathes it. But keeping your home well ventilated and purchasing carbon monoxide alarms from any hardware or home improvement store can reduce your risk from this invisible danger. This message is funded by the Floyd County Health Department.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison. Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, helping people, changing lives.
This edition of Coach's Comments is brought to you by Community Action of Southern Indiana. a community partner in school readiness through Head Start. Visit them at 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or online at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana, helping people, changing lives.
Gary Forrest coming to you live from Clarksville High School, where tonight, Indiana high school basketball. It's Clarksville hosting Borden. Coach, I'm here with Coach Kevin Jones, reliving old times and good times of high school basketball, and every year things seem to change. Winding down your season, you're right at that 500 level. Coach, what do you expect tonight?
Well, I expect us to come out and play hard, defend, try to do all the little things. We've been really hitting on details lately, and how some details have cost us a couple close games, and hopefully we do a little bit better job with them small details tonight and get out of here with a big win.
Coach, some of the things that you really feel like you need to do to be successful?
We've been emphasizing guarding. Our man-to-man defense wasn't where we needed it to be early on. We got a big kid in the middle. It seems like not too many teams in our schedule have that big kid. So he was getting drawn out away from the goal a lot. So he had to learn how to guard on the perimeter a little bit better too. But, just a young team with a bunch of new pieces, getting them to lock down the guard and be able to be tough and grind one out.
You heard of Coach Chuck Jones, where tonight his Borden team plays the host, Clarksville Generals, here at Indiana High School basketball. This is Glycod.com.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the neighbors first before buying a house. What? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or long-time patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout Southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com.
Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless gas that claims hundreds of lives and makes thousands ill each year without warning. CO can be produced from grills, furnaces, even the fumes in your car. It can build up indoors and poison anyone who breathes it. But keeping your home well ventilated and purchasing carbon monoxide alarms from any hardware or home improvement store can reduce your risk from this invisible danger. This message is funded by the Floyd County Health Department.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can. You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycon.
It's time for our Roadmap to a Win. Tonight's Roadmap to a Win is presented by Call's Body Shop. Call's Body Shop, they'll make it like new. You can give them a call at 812-949-5245. That's 812-949-5245 or callsbodyshop.com. For our Roadmap to a Win, let's turn it over to Coach Gary Forrest first for the Borden Braves.
Well, one of the things you see, Todd, when I talk with Kevin Jones is he's kind of an old school type of coach, and just as they've about finished their regular season, one of the things he emphasized to me tonight that he spent the entire week with his kids were really going back over the little things. You know, in today's world, so many times the little things don't get much attention. But when you put them all together, a lot of times that spells success. And some of the things he talked about was about being guarded. You know, not a lot of people spend all their time on defense, but kids in general today, if they go in the gym, they're going to have a ball in their hand and they're not playing much defense with that ball. They're shooting.
Right.
So he wanted to emphasize the little things like, let's go back out and learn how to guard, because when you get the postseason play, it's the team that plays good defense. You know, you can be off on nights when you shoot it, but if you play good defense, that'll make you solid for as long as you get to stay and play.
Yeah, at least give you an opportunity to win some extra games.
Even when you don't shoot it well, you can always defend well.
All right. Well, for the Clarksville Generals here at home on homecoming.
Well, I think once again, when you look at Clarksville, they maybe don't have that inside player with size that Borden has. So one of the things they want to do is do a good job of trying to limit the inside success that Borden has had throughout the season.
Right.
Because in their conference, there's not a lot of kids with great size. So as long as the season has been, you get the district play, all of a sudden, you start emphasizing different things.
Right, yeah.
If you're going to be successful, some of those things will help you get down the road.
Absolutely. Okay, so those are our Call's Body Shop Roadmap to a Win. This broadcast is authorized by Clarksville High School with production rights owned by Glycod. Our aim is to provide the most positive representation for all participating student athletes, coaches, and game personnel. Thank you so much for watching. We're going to step aside. When we come back, after hearing from some of our fantastic Glycod sponsors, you will hear from head coach of these Generals, Calvin McEwen, in his first year as the head man. And we talked about that and his team's progression through the year. You'll hear from him when we return here on Glycod.
Busy, always on the go. And when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
Parents want to do what's best for their children. Teenagers love a party, and often alcohol is involved at those parties. While some people think that hosting those parties in their homes will keep their kids safe, it's wrong, and it's illegal to allow your teens and their friends to consume alcohol on your property. In fact, it's a felony. Parents who host lose the most. Don't be a party to underage drinking. Funding provided in part by the State of Indiana Division of Mental Health Services. For more information, go to ourplaceservices.org.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
A proud supporter of the Providence Pioneers and Southern Indiana High School athletics, Mack Construction is a second-generation company that provides quality workmanship in heavy civil construction, asphalt, and streetscape while maintaining focus on worksite safety and productivity. Put Mack Construction's nearly 40 years of award-winning service to work for your project. For more information, visit mackconstruction.com. Mack Construction. Experience. Reputation. Solutions.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
With a wide range of products including video surveillance, door access, fire alarm monitoring, or burglar alarms, Northside Security ensures top service at an affordable price. Their team will efficiently plan and install your system, then train you with 24-hour monitoring. For more, contact them at 812-282-3142 or get a quote online at northsidesecurity.com. Northside Security in Clarksville, where service and protection meet.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycon.
Here with head coach Calvin McEwen of the Clarksville Generals in his first year as the head coach. But, of course, you've been here and gone and back here for quite some time. What's it been like sort of coming home to be head coach of the Generals?
It's been a great opportunity just to get back and be leading the program that I have a very vested interest in. I have quite a bit of equity. I knew what I was getting myself into. Don't have the most experienced group, but knew that we had a decent core group of guys coming back who were willing to work hard and willing to kind of make the sacrifices that are necessary to get this program back on the right track and back to a place where we're competing for the stuff that ultimately we'd like to be competing for, especially as we come down the stretch here. So it's just been honestly a dream come true. That's what the phrase I stuck to at the beginning of the season. And even through the bumps and the bruises, we're currently sitting at 415. I'd probably express a similar sentiment. It's just good to be back here, back home.
Well, and let's talk about that as the season has gone on. What kind of growth have you seen from your guys, albeit inexperienced to begin with, now that they've come through just about the entire season? What kind of growth have you seen out of them?
Yeah, from the outside looking in, the first thing that most people look at is the record, and that's nothing to write home about. Again, we're sitting currently at 4-15. But when you take a deeper look, we are currently 3-3 in our conference. It's our first year back in a conference since, I believe, 2020-2021 season. So sitting there right there on the precipice, we get a big win tonight. That puts us with a winning record in conference play, which is, first year in the conference, especially with an inexperienced group. That could be a huge milestone and something that could really catapult us going into the offseason and ultimately subsequently next season. But just as each game progresses, just trying to see, okay, on both sides of the ball, are we making progressions, whether it be, it might not always result in, hey, we're scoring 60 points a game, but, hey, guys are making certain reads that they weren't making at the beginning of the year. Guys are making certain plays defensively that we weren't making necessarily at the beginning of the year. So just taking those small victories when we can and trying to build upon those, day in and day out, especially in practice, on a weekly basis. And just those are ultimately the stepping stones that are going to put us in a spot where we want to be moving forward. And albeit hasn't really resulted in the amount of wins we'd like. Everybody plays to win, but at the end of the day, you've got to start small and, just build from there. So that's kind of where we are as a program right now.
That's one of those take your victories where you can get them, right? And try to just stack one on top of the other. When your team is playing well, or in just as you've gone along, offensively and defensively, sort of what's that look like?
I'd say the games where you can really see, like, okay, these guys, something's starting to click. Just offensively, we try to put in boundaries and kind of guardrails, but for the most part, I want guys, whether it be in a practice setting or a game setting, they're figuring out how to, and giving them, obviously, guidance, but putting them in positions where they're able to make reads. Because it's easy to come out here, and sometimes at this level of basketball, black and white can win you games, and year in and year out, depending on your personnel, you can have a winning record. But if you really want to advance and compete for the stuff that matters, you have to have players that can kind of ad-lib a little bit. And honestly, I feel, especially on the offensive end of the floor, maybe if we played with maybe some stricter parameters, we might have had a little bit more success here and there, but in the long run, I think we're going to reap, some greater rewards and benefits because these guys are seeing plays. They're learning how to play the game on the offense end of the floor. And really, you need to be able to create advantages. You need to be able to get by your guy. And once then, okay, I might not always be able to make a play for myself. The play might be for somebody else. And if you're getting best player development is just getting those reps in a game setting. So my hope, again, just offensively, these guys are seeing plays, and they're learning from their mistakes and also their success at the same time. So as they progress and they're seeing those plays, because you're only going to see so many plays in a basketball game, and they eventually get to the point where the successes outweigh the failures, and we're just, playing good basketball. And then defensively, just taking a little bit of personal pleasure and saying, hey, my guy's not getting by me. And understanding from a principal standpoint, if a guy does get beat, where's the help coming from, where the rotation's going to be, and how are we going to kind of scramble out of that. And again, it's been marginal victories that we've had this year in those two categories, but nonetheless, we do see improvement. So that's ultimately what you're working towards.
Well, that's absolutely. It's just you have to, again, just stack things, and boy, you're playing as much for this year as years in the future, right? Yeah. All right. Well, good luck tonight, Coach. Good luck against Borden.
Appreciate you, and thank you guys for coming out. Go Generals.
That's Clarksville Generals head coach Calvin McEwen. Stay tuned for the starting lineups here on Glycod.
American Bank. Our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank. Member FDIC.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Oliver's parallel parking.
Hey, you got it, man!
But you can always depend on his car starting because he has an Interstate battery. Interstate batteries, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
It's time for starting lineups here on Glycod as we have the Borden Braves in to take on the Clarksville Generals in tonight's action. First up for the Borden Braves, tonight's starting lineups brought to you by Interstate Batteries. Get started with Interstate Batteries. They're outrageously dependable. So the Borden Braves come in at 10 and 11, and they will go as follows. Number 4, Wylan McCormick, a 5'11 sophomore, averaging not quite 6 points a game at guard. KJ Simmons, 6'2 junior, averaging 5.2 points a game, also at guard. Parker Rarick, 6'3 junior, guard, averaging just over 7 points a game. Wyatt Jones, a 6'3 sophomore, a guard, averaging 18.1 points a game. And then inside, a 6'6 senior at center, averaging not quite 11 points a game, Colson Compton. So McCormick, Simmons, Rarick, Jones, and Compton are how the Braves go. Now for the home Generals, there we go. As the home Generals, Caleb Hawkins, a 6-foot freshman guard, Caleb Hawkins. Tavian Utrera, a 5'9 junior guard. Zion Stewart, averaging about 10 points a game, 6'1 sophomore forward. And then Jeremiah Freeman, their leading scorer, the Generals' leading scorer, 5'10 junior guard. And again, he's just a little over 10 points a game. And then Jake Corbett, 5'11 senior guard. As according to Coach McEwen, Corbett bringing lots of leadership to this team, and should say Tavian Utrera is really the point guard on this ball club. So there's your starting lineup for the Generals: Hawkins, Utrera, Stewart, Freeman, and Corbett. Now let's give you just a brief little look at some game notes here before we step away. Borden at Clarksville, the series record since 1994. Clarksville with 21 wins, Borden with 12, but the Braves have won the last 3 matchups between these two squads. Last season, again, Clarksville falling to Borden 6-2-26. Generals' last win was back in 2022 as Clarksville defeating Borden that year 55-48. Well, we're going to take a brief break and get the anthem here. We'll come back and we'll have the opening tip here on Glycod.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery, outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Community action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
From Glaycott, it's Southern Indiana High School basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game is brought to you by Red Ball Recycling in Jeffersonville and Madison, Southern Indiana's premier recycling solution. Mack Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Our place where change is possible. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369, power up your potential. Priority Radiology in New Albany, you have a choice. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start, helping people, changing lives. And by Deering Floor Center, Tommy's Express Car Wash, and the Clark County Health Department. Now courtside for all the action of Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we return to Clarksville High School with the tip upcoming here in just a couple moments. Gary, let's talk just a little bit about the fact that it was homecoming, and I know you said before that homecoming can be both a blessing and a curse a little bit, right?
Very much so. You know, besides getting toward the end of the season, getting ready for sectional play and such, then you have things thrown in like homecoming, and they're got one of their former teams that's back on display here tonight. Just a lot of things going on with kids' minds.
Yeah, that's what it is, isn't it, Coach? It's just that, just something extra that they have to think about.
You know, a lot of things to focus on.
You got it. All right. Well, we have our opening tip, and the visiting Braves first in possession. And we'll try to get you, again, kind of get you an idea who's who. McCormick, number 4, with the ball now. Gets it over to Jones.
Clarksville straight man-to-man right out of the box.
And Borden, as expected, being patient. Borden averaging offensively just over 50 points a game. Clarksville just under that number. Out of bounds. Tipped out by the young men in white.
Well, Borden going inside, trying to use that size factor that they have. And first out of the box, inside to Compton, and he misses, comes up short.
And a foul. Simmons on the drive was fouled.
That illegal screen.
Illegal screen. All right. McCormick whistled for that and the offensive foul, so turnover. So Clarksville, and that was Freeman with the drive. Again, leading scorer for the Generals. Couldn't make it happen there. So down come the Braves. Drive. And again, that's Simmons. And it's going to be one foul each team after this. Going to go against Corbett.
That's his first and the team's first.
So the senior picks up the foul. Simmons goes to the line. Misses on the first.
Simmons not very confident in that first free throw. He actually crossed the line before the ball even got to the rim. So we'll watch this second one, see if he looks any better.
61% free throw shooter is good on the second.
So he's hitting right at that 50% mark.
So the junior puts the Braves on the board. That's Stewart. Gave it up to Freeman. Now Stewart gets it back. So Stewart and Freeman, the two big scorers. Utrera. And he couldn't find Jeremiah Freeman. So the Braves back on offense again. And then out of bounds off the leg of the Borden Brave. Right in front of Calvin McEwen there for Clarksville.
Good hands, but a Clarksville player just slapped it down off his leg. So good defensive play from the beginning.
Corbett, the senior, providing some leadership for this more youngish ball club. Zion Stewart looks to work. Oh, gets into traffic. Good tie up there by KJ Simmons. Oh, no, foul by Simmons.
The foul's on number 11, Simmons. His first and the team's second.
As the public address announcer and I both thought it was a clean tie-up.
Well, Meg Stewart, the third one, he was kind of shaking his head.
Big bucket there from Corbett.
Corbett provides a lot of leadership, and right off the bat knocks down a three for Clarksville.
So gets Clarksville on the board, and the early couple-point lead. Simmons from the elbow, eyes the defense. Spin move, nice, front of the dish. Gets it to go home, and tie ball game. So all 3 points for Borden from Simmons. That long three-pointer, no good. Down come the Braves. Good pass out of the posts. Finds McCormick. He couldn't find the range. Jones couldn't use the glass to his enough effectiveness, and into the hands of Corbett. Good save there by Hawkins. Contreras gives it up. That's Stewart's. Can't find the range. And then on the other side, Jones with a big three.
3-point goal, Jones.
That was quickly taken, but good accuracy. Freeman trying to drive is fouled. Foul goes against Rarick.
At the free throw line, shooting is Freeman.
So Jeremiah Freeman, leading scorer for these Generals on the board. And connects with both. Nice stroke there. And then we've got a timeout on the floor by Borden. So we're going to take a timeout as well. Back with more first quarter here on Glycod.
I love how you're always thinking ahead.
Well, they don't call me Prepared Pat for nothing.
Guess that makes you forward-thinking Fiona.
Gotta protect your dreams. Life's better when you're under our roof.
And that would be? Relieved Rudy?
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Contact Agent Mark Stevens in Jeffersonville for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we return here to Clarksville High School, the home Generals trailing by a point in the early going first quarter. Let's show you that quick three-pointer up by Wyatt Jones in transition for the Braves that has Borden out to this 6-5 lead. And now Borden with the basketball. Chance to extend here a bit. Can't find Compton inside. Off the mark there by Simmons.
Well, set place called during the timeout, but it never really had a chance. Turnover. Ball goes back to Clarksville.
Utrera. Now that's Freeman. Clarksville being patient.
Little matchup zone right now by Borden after that timeout.
Nice switch up, but Clarksville's being patient. Oh, got it in a little bit too deep for Freeman there.
Well, the problem with Freeman is his size. You know, he's big mismatch when he was inside. You know, Compton stands about 4 inches taller.
Utrera. Sit right. Nice passing, though. Clarksville being patient. Finds Hawkins. Hawkins can't find the range, though, but an open look. And then nobody stops Simmons going the other way. Just can't get it to go. Good defense. Behind the back pass, and a pretty bucket by Freeman.
Clarksville took what they gave them and ended up 2-on-1 fast break, easy bucket.
So Freeman with the bucket, Hawkins with the nice assist there, and the 7-6 lead. Compton inside, front of the dish, can't get it to go. Good board there from Lynn. 3, it won't fall. That was Rarick. And here comes Freeman. Gives it to Utrera. He can't get it to fall. That was about halfway down. Pop back out. And then a 3, other end. That one won't go either. Gonna have a foul underneath.
The foul's on number 43, Compton. That is his
That's
first.
Compton, his first. So 4 fouls against the Braves. And next foul will send Clarksville to the line for the rest of the quarter.
Both teams not lining it up on the scoreboard.
Freeman looks to drive. And offensive foul.
The foul's on number 15, Freeman. That is his first and the team's second.
So Freeman's first. Just a second for the ball club as Jones brings it across timeline. Freeman pokes it away.
Clarksville straight man-to-man, haven't changed.
That's Lynn. Gives it back to Jones. Jones with the drive. Encounters some traffic. Good hands there by Corbett. McCormick takes the 3, can't get it. Oh, rejection of the bigger Compton. Nice play inside. Full handoff, dish, Stewart, Zion Stewart working it. Oh, zigged when he should have zagged.
Very much so.
Utrera.
The idea was right. Teammates just not on the same page.
.109 remaining here in this first quarter. Rarick kind of lost the handle, but got it back. Compton again with good defense by Stewart inside. Now Freeman back to Stewart. Stewart looks to drive, spin. Out to Freeman. Freeman for 3 off front rim. Won't go, and Compton cleans it up. 30 seconds to go here, first quarter. Jones on the logo, directing some traffic. Good. Freeman poked that away and did again. Good defense by Freeman. Jones gets it inside. Oh, and the travel.
Steps on the floor.
And the travel. The Borden Brave faithful didn't like that.
12 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
1-point game. Clarksville with the chance now to, taken away, McCormick, but he lost the handle and gets it over. It does not go. They're going to say, was it good? Was it not good? They're going to talk about it.
One official signaled good, and Coach Jones is immediately pointing to him, said, you waved it in.
Well, I'll tell you what. Let's take a break. When we come back, we'll get the score on the scoreboard. They said it was good. So, 3-point goal good at the end of one. 9-7 our score. We'll be back with second quarter upcoming here on Glycon.
With cardiac emergencies happening more often than ever, the Clark County Health Department offers PulsePoint. It's a set of 911 connected apps that empower everyday citizen responders to provide life-saving assistance, as well as locations of nearby AED equipment. If you've been trained in CPR, you can download the app at pulsepoint.org, Google Play, or the App Store. Get the app, save a life. A message from the Clark County Health Department.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycon.
As we return to start the second quarter, let's show you that play again. The three-pointer kicked and made. And that gives the 2-point lead to the Braves. In the corner, that's Corbett. He hits another three.
Well, both times they've gone little matchup zone. Corbett has been the answer for Clarksville, and he's nailed threes.
And McCormick can't find Lynn. Ball out of bounds. Simmons checks back in as big man Compton heads to the sideline.
Well, we talked about Compton having a size advantage for Borden, but, right now he's kind of drawing a blank.
A double team that comes.
Borden back in that 2-3 zone.
I need this to see a different player than I expected there. That's Hilrick. Three, and it does not go. Saved and then off of Freeman. Nice play there by McCormick. So the Braves, Rarick with it. Now gets it to Jones. Rarick eyes inside. Good defense this possession by Clarksville thus far. 13 in the ball game is Todd Hilrick, sophomore for the Generals.
Todd, you hit it on the head. Clarksville doing a really good job defensively, just getting on that inside shoulder and just riding Borden as they cross the paint.
That was good defense there by Hawkins and kept Rarick from being able to put that one down. And whistle comes, little push as Stewart was trying to turn and go. That one's going to be against Simmons. That's his second.
Number 11, Simmons. That's his second and the team's first.
Yeah, Simmons had his hands on him, and you can't use them to guide the body.
Hilrick thought about the three, and then a hold.
Right now, the last minute and a half, it's been all Clarksville.
Compton checks back in as McCormick heads to the sideline. And Lucas Ball, sophomore, 6-foot sophomore, also checks in as KJ Simmons Jr. has to head to the bench. So Hawkins skies it into Hilrich, loses the handle, and somehow gets it back. He finds Stewart. Stewart can't hit from range. And Borden's back on the attack.
And letting them play right now.
Yep, inside to Compton, but he couldn't corral it out of bounds. So Caleb Hawkins, freshman.
Last minute and a half, Todd. Clarksville doing a much better job being aggressive.
As Freeman couldn't get that to fall. Actually, good recognition of the trap there by the Braves. As Lynn drove to the basket, draws the contact and the foul. Hilrich whistled for the foul. And that will send Jordan Lynn, just a 44% free throw shooter, to the line.
Not a good-looking free throw. Might want to keep that in the back of the mind. Lynn doesn't have his fingers across the seam of the ball, and it had sort of a global spin, if you will.
In the seconds, that one won't go either.
No, that was something to put in a memory bank if you're Clarksville.
So Stewart down with the board, and now Gutierrez gives it up, gets Stewart there with the drive. Can't get it to fall. Trying to get his own board, but knocked out of bounds.
I really thought Borden would have an advantage inside with the size of Compton, but right now that hasn't been the case.
It's Jones, baseline. Passes out of it, though. Compton gives it over to Ball. And just good movement. Jones looks to drive, kicks. Lynn. Rarick, good ball fake. Takes the three, won't fall. Chased down. That's Corbett with it. Going the other way. Nearly stripped, was fouled. That's going to go against Lynn.
His first and the team's third.
3 fouls on the Braves thus far in this quarter. Contreras looked to drive, gets it inside, got too far underneath, but fouled.
The foul's on number 43, Compton. His second, the team's fourth.
As we've got a bench warning against Borden. Utrera. Tavian, 5'9" junior, heads to the line. Coach Jones not too happy about the bench warning there.
Well, I think Coach might have a point. I was watching the alleged violator on the bench, and he pointed to one of his assistants. He said something, and a guy, he looked more astonished than anybody in the gym.
So Clarksville on the long rebound gets another chance. Freeman can't get it to fall, though, from front of the dish. Neither team lighten it up exactly on the offense.
No, just sitting here thinking that both of them have had lots of opportunities, but it's like there's a lid on the basket.
Trying to find Jones was Lynn. Ball battered around, volleyballed out of bounds off the Generals. into Compton. Compton trying to clear some room. Can't get it to go. And Stewart with great defense and then loses the ball out of bounds. He finally got it down, and instead of just holding on to the pumpkin for a minute to let things clear.
Was Stewart a quick jumper right now?
Is.
Has Compton sort of at his wits. He's changing his shot inside because Stewart's been able to block a couple of them.
Lynn and travel.
Turnover number 5 for Borden. Only 2 here in the mid-second quarter for Clarksville.
Trera works right, gives it up. That's Corbett. Had a good look, but couldn't get it to fall. And Stewart just couldn't corral, ends up knocking it out of bounds.
Well, Corbett's knocked down a couple of those threes, and that one just a little long. Both teams offensively struggling to get something going.
So Borden's trying to attack the basket and has been doing so, but some good interior defense by the Generals. Again, just what I was saying, attacking the basket, but good defense. Couldn't get it to go, and do get it back on the rebound out of bounds. Jones looks to drive, baseline, got a man up in the air. Good bucket there.
Nice lift. Got the defense to bite and got the easy stick-back bucket.
Whistle.
Illegals.
Offensive foul,
Yeah, illegal screen out high, And the sad thing about it for the offensive player, everybody in the gym can see that moving screen.
Yep.
Where he's setting it out front.
Well, what was funny is two of the officials blew their whistle at the same time, and they were kind of debating over who was going to who was going to give it to the bench or give it to the scorer's table. Compton, nice work inside there.
Finally,
by Compton.
Compton's able to get one to go.
His first bucket of the night, averaging almost 11 points. So having a bit of a struggle thus far. Utrera inside, gives it up. Stewart looks to drive. Nice work there from Stewart.
I think Stewart feels like anytime Compton comes out on him, he's going to take him to the basket.
Jones. That's a tough shot. And Freeman with the block. Corbett quickly ahead. Oh, nice. Stop, jump, and shoot. And a timeout by Calvin McEwen and the Clarksville Generals. So we will take a brief timeout. Back with more second quarter here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
As we return here to Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod, it's time to remind you that you can join Glycod in our quest to expand the visibility of today's student athletes by supporting our free-to-watch platform. And please subscribe and tell a friend as Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics.
And the answer to your question is yes, Jones was the one that hit the contested three at the end of the quarter.
At the end of the quarter, yep. So 8 points. The leading scorer for the Braves, Mr. Jones. Speaking of Jones, down inside playing against Freeman on that block. Now Corbett. Jones shoots another three, another contested three, and buries it. So 11 now for Jones. Stewart thought about it. Ends up passing out of it. Utrera. That was a bit of a tough shot against Compton, but nearly got it to go. Less than a minute here in this second quarter. On the baseline, Jones travel.
Turnover number 6 for Borden.
Utrera now under 30 seconds to go. Clarksville trailing now by just one bucket, so willing to hold maybe for the last shot. Utrera got a good look to tie the ball game. Lynn, gets fouled. Spin move there, and
the foul is on number 5, Hawkins. That's his
Hawkins
first and the team's third.
with the foul. So 0.9 seconds left and a chance for Jordan Lynn to break the tie. And that's a good stroke. After coming up empty earlier in the quarter. Davins checks in the ball game, number 32 for the Braves. Just for this last tick. And 2 made free throws by Lynn. Ball inbounds, and that will do it for the first half of action. So at halftime, Borden 18 and the home Generals 16. Let's step aside. We'll come on back with the halftime show when we return here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
If you're struggling with something in school, sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do with it.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless gas that claims hundreds of lives and makes thousands ill each year without warning. CO can be produced from grills, furnaces, even the fumes in your car. It can build up indoors and poison anyone who breathes it. But keeping your home well ventilated and purchasing carbon monoxide alarms from any hardware or home improvement store can reduce your risk from this invisible danger. This message is funded by the Floyd County Health Department.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on. Foul.
What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Okay, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
As we return to Clarksville High School, where the Generals trail the Borden Braves 18-16, the 1985-86 sectional championship team from Clarksville being introduced here in the gymnasium. And want to thank Matt Construction for our scoreboard sponsorship tonight. Scoreboard presented by Matt Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Matt Construction. Well, Coach, let's just briefly talk about this first half of play. Low score, neither team lighting it up percentage-wise offensively, but both teams playing some pretty good defense, and we got a close one.
Very much so, and you hit it on the head, Todd. Defensively, both teams getting at it and forcing the other team to maybe take shots they don't normally either shoot or make, and as a result, a very low-scoring first half on behalf of both teams.
Well, and we had certainly some good heroics out of both teams, including some good buckets both ways. I know we had see if we can show you here I think this was Utrera late with a good drive and bucket, and that got us to that tie game that was then broken by the free throws. Also, see if we can find again. Well, I'll find it for you here when we come back, and that is here it is. The make at the end of the first quarter that there was a little indecision about, but we had called good, and that one by Jones of Borden that helped give the Braves a lead 9-7 at the end of the first quarter. Well, let's take a brief timeout. When we come back, we'll get you the German American Bank first half stats, and we'll have the second half upcoming as well here on Glycod.
New recruit, take advantage of our apprenticeship program. Come out of our 4-year course debt-free. With health insurance, a guaranteed pension, a degree, and an electrical license.
3 words I'd use to describe the apprenticeship are opportunity, skillful, educational,
solid career path,
rewarding, beneficial, and a brotherhood.
A life-changing opportunity.
The cost of school is free. All your books are paid for.
You go to school once every 2 weeks. All the other stuff is on-the-job training.
The teachers here are great. They're all very, very knowledgeable.
They're preparing you for what you're already seeing in the field.
You're struggling with something in school. Sometimes your fellow students can help you work through that.
Everyone's willing to help each other. It's like a big family.
I love being a part of a union, something bigger than myself.
This field is so vast. You can find something that you really love to do because there is so much you can do.
I went from a job to a life-changing career.
Power up your potential with the IBEW.
Carbon monoxide is an odorless, colorless gas that claims hundreds of lives and makes thousands ill each year without warning. CO can be produced from grills, furnaces, even the fumes in your car. It can build up indoors and poison anyone who breathes it. But keeping your home well ventilated and purchasing carbon monoxide alarms from any hardware or home improvement store can reduce your risk from this invisible danger. This message is funded by the Floyd County Health Department.
I'm your overly competitive brother. I'm ready for a rematch. Game on.
Foul. What are you going to tell me again?
Foul.
Yeah.
Foul, bro.
Here, take a free shot. Go ahead, knock
You're
yourself
about to get served.
Seriously? Get Allstate, save money, and be protected from mayhem, like me. Love you, Mom.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're busy, always on the go, and when your car needs repaired, you need it done right. At Call's Body Shop, you can make an estimate appointment to better serve you. Just call 812-949-5245 and schedule a time that fits your schedule. They're open Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, and are family-owned and operated. They've been serving Southern Indiana since 1954 at 2801 Mount Tabor Road in New Albany. It's your car, and you have a choice on your repair. Call's Body Shop. Can they fix it? Yes, they can.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com. Celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Tonight's halftime report is brought to you by Priority Radiology, offering full-service outpatient imaging services from their clinic at 807 Northgate Boulevard in New Albany. To schedule an appointment, visit PriorityRadiology.com.
As we return to Clarksville High School, it's time for our German American Bank halftime numbers. Halftime stats brought to you by German American Bank. Support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. German American Bank. And let's first, while I put some the leading scorers up, let's turn it back over to Coach Gary Forrest. And Gary, tell us just a little bit about what you took down stats-wise and what stood out to you.
Well, one of the things we talked about before the games, both coaches were emphasizing the little things, particularly defense, and it pretty much shows. For the first half, Borden only 6 for 20 from the field. You know, not a very good percentage, to say the least. And at the same time, when you look at the Generals from Clarksville, they were only 7 of 19. So not an outstanding shooting performance by either. But let's give the defense credit for that. Yep. All shots that were taken were contested. Rebounds, 16 rebounds for Borden. So they own the decided advantage on the boards. Only 9 rebounds for Clarksville. At the same time, Clarksville only 3 turnovers for the half. So they protected the ball well, just didn't shoot it well. And for Borden, 8 turnovers. So that makes the difference in a 2-point ball game.
As the Braves will get the ball first here in the second half. Again, our thanks to Matt Construction for presenting tonight's scoreboard. Turnover quickly by the Braves. Matt Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. So as you saw there, Jake Corbett led the way for the Generals with 6 points. Wyatt Jones and his 11 paced the Borden Braves. 3 made threes for Jones, 2 for Corbett. That's Freeman. Kicks it to Corbett. Corbett from the wing. Can't get it to fall. Long rebound comes to Rarick. And Rarick slows things down. McCormick gets it to Jones. Jones short off the iron. Simmons with a heck of a catch and a throw. And McCormick saving it and not traveling. Gets it back to Simmons in the corner. He can't get it to fall. That's Compton inside. Pulled it down and was fouled.
The foul's on number 12.
That's going to go against Zion Stewart.
So 3 straight opportunities for Borden, and Compton to go the line, see if they can't knock the lid off the rim with this.
Compton makes the first.
Game kind of starting the same way the first half ended, with Borden not being able to shoot it well, but really doing a good job on the boards.
So Compton gets 1 of 2. And the lead 3 now. That one just wouldn't quite go for Jeremiah Freeman. Hung on the rim. Ends up falling off. McCormick from the wing. Inside to Compton. Rarick. And he's fouled. So Rarick with the drive, Corbett with the foul. Rarick, 57% free throw shooter, makes the first. Leads up to 4, unless I'm mistaken, the biggest lead of the ball game. Only 1 of 2, though. So 4-point lead, and Clarksville now wanting to get on the scoreboard in the second half. That's Hawkins. Hawkins offline, can't get the 3. Utrera couldn't corral and out of bounds. KJ Simmons.
Fouls on number 11, Utrera. His first, the team's third.
I'm sorry, folks. I didn't see the foul called. And then another. That one's going to be against Hawkins. Sort of pulled his man over there just a little bit. So the home team's committed 4 quick fouls, and the Braves, I expect, will be spending some time at the free throw line later on this quarter. Caleb Hawkins goes to the bench. Hilrich checks in the ball game. Braves trying to see what they can get going here, build on this lead. Good defense by Utrera. And then is teed up. He was celebrating good defense, but did so right next to the player from Borden, and that got him teed up.
Well, that kind of goes back to the sportsmanship rule, and there's a time and place that you celebrate, probably not in the opponent's face.
Right.
Another missed free throw, though. I tell you what, this has not been a free throw exhibition tonight for either team.
So 1 of 2 made by Wyatt Jones. Jones leading all scorers now with a dozen. But the Braves, with the ball back, leading by 5. Rarick working in Silrick. Jones, he'll shoot over Freeman. Can't get it to fall. Compton and tied up against Hawkins. They're going to say offensive foul. And that's Compton's third, I believe.
The foul is on number 43, Compton. His third, the team's first.
Folks from Borden didn't like that much.
No, not a lot.
And Compton
trying to get him out of the game. He's got 3, and a man went in for him, but forgot
he didn't
to
want to
tell
come
him.
out. Yeah, that's right. Caleb Hawkins brings it across timeline, gets a little screen. Corbett drives, steps, tough shot, but gets it to go. So Corbett now with 8. And then a foul. That's going to go against Corbett. KJ Simmons will go to the line. Off front iron. Simmons still kind of nursing that left hip. He took a hard spill there. So Borden, who shoots 66% from the free throw line as a team, less than that tonight, but good bucket there by Freeman. Jeremiah Freeman just drives it right in, lays it up and in.
See, Todd, things seem to have changed with Compton going to the bench with his third foul. They don't have that enforcer inside anymore.
Rarick working against Corbett, gives it up. Simmons, and can't get it to go. Freeman gets the volleyball batted ball in the corner. Corbett thought about it. Had to collect up good defense there by Simmons. But Stewart on the drive ties the ball game. And a timeout taken by Coach Jones. So we will take a timeout as well. Tie ball game here at Clarksville High School. Back with more here on Glycod.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like to check the neighbors first before buying a house. What? Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packy Page for a quote today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
Tie ball game here with 4:42 remaining in the third. Let's show you that last play that tied it up. And that's Zion Stewart with a nice drive and bucket. And Gary, just what you were talking about there, without Compton inside, Stewart with a whole lot more room to work.
Very much so. And, if you'll think about it, the damage has been done inside the paint with Compton's absence.
So Borden, as Rarick working across timeline. And Lynn gives it up. Rarick shoots the 3. Skies it high, but can't get it to go. Lynn with the rebound, though. Borden with another chance. Good ball movement. Working around the perimeter. Lynn looks to drive. Now Rarick. Good. That's Lynn. Can't get it to fall. Good defense by the Generals. So see what the Generals can do here on offense. After weathering a pretty good storm by Borden in this first portion of the third quarter.
Timeout on the floor. 30 seconds
They have possession and a 30-second timeout. We'll take a quick break as well. Back with more third quarter here on Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
22 all as we return to Clarksville High School. Join Glycod in our quest to expand the visibility of today's student athletes by supporting our free-to-watch platform. And please subscribe and tell a friend as Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. Clarksville in the tie ball game, trying to get something going. Hilrich inside. And then a whistle. Whistle in the backcourt. Push there by Hilrich, and that will send Rarick to the line.
Yeah, if you're Hilrich, you got to be careful. You're out on the middle of the floor using both hands defensively. It's an easy call for the officials, particularly with 4 fouls on your team. That's going to put Borden in the bonus.
Yep. Let them shoot some free throws.
I tell you what, they've not set the world on fire from the free throw line.
No. Rarick only about a 57% free throw shooter. Now Compton, with his 3 fouls, checks back into the game with 3:21 to go here.
Well, I kind of like that decision. It's starting to get away from him a little bit with his absence.
And neither free throw made. Corbett tracks it down. Hawkins eyeing the defense. See what the Generals can put together here and see if the big guy in the middle for the Braves changes what they want to do. Hilrich trying to take it inside, loses the handle. Freeman, nice spin move there, sinks that one. And 26-22 lead. Freeman with a good look there. 8 points in the contest. Jones seeing if he can get it done. Can't, but gets his own board. And underneath, has it blocked away. Out of bounds. It's going to go the way of Clarksville.
Well, we got an official from out front. Says just a second.
All right. And the official underneath said, no, I saw it clearly.
Well, he's been the dominant official in 2 such calls tonight. So you always, as a coach, look to see which official is going to be the guy who takes over.
And very much both cases, it was, I saw what I saw. Freeman loses the handle inside. Rarick comes up with it. Had a drive from the baseline. Simmons going the other way. A little wild. Compton cleans it up, though. Gets it to Jones. Touchback inside. Simmons working against Corbett. Up and in.
Well, it's been a while since Simmons made a bucket.
Sat on the bench for a while. He also has 3 fouls, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, and then a collision far side of the court. No fouls called. Now Freeman gives it up. That's Hawkins. Can't get the 3 to fall, and Simmons down with it. So the Braves trailing by 2. Simmons just takes it all the way and ties it up himself. So Simmons with the drive.
Last 2 buckets for the Braves.
26 all. Freeman rises from the free throw line and gets it to go. Nice bucket there. Jeremiah Freeman.
Well, Clarksville's shooting the ball much better this second half. under control on their jump shots.
McCormick nearly loses the handle, but gets it back. Simmons looking to drive. Ooh, that one halfway down, pops back out, and then a foul. And that one's going to go against Stewart, I believe, underneath. It is. It's 3 for Stewart. But that will send Compton to the line.
Well, Compton showing his presence after a long sit on the bench in foul trouble. Last 3 possessions, he's been able to get hands on the ball.
So Borden trailing 2. Compton eyes it, and off front iron.
Boy, I tell you what, neither team shot the ball well from the free throw line. Both teams missing opportunities to build a lead.
So Compton eyes the second. That one won't go either. Oh, but Borden comes down with the rebound. It was tipped away from Zion Stewart. Gets it inside. Nice give-go, but Simmons was fouled. Couldn't get it to go.
Well, just too many opportunities for Borden here on missed free throws of all things, because they missed 4 in a row, but still haven't left their end of the floor.
Simmons with a nice pass there to the big fella, and the big fella gave it right back. Simmons, while he couldn't make it happen from the as a field goal, he does make the first of the 2 free tosses.
I like the sub by Borden, getting Compton out of the game at 40 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Keep him from picking up that cheap 4th foul.
Well, and Stewart had to go to the bench for the Generals with his 4th foul. So that's certainly something to watch. As Jackson Brooks checked into the ball game for the Generals. Corbett shoots the 3. Can't get that one to fall. Hilrich had it in his hands, popped loose. Freeman chases, couldn't get it to go.
How did he miss that?
And then a travel. I'm not sure, because he's hit some big buckets here in this third quarter.
Yeah, very much so.
28 all with just under 15 ticks left on the clock.
Well, this one's got down to the wire
written all over
it.
Sure does. Jones, leading scorer for both teams, gives it up. Rarick in the corner, halfway down, pops out. Jones with the board and gets it up and in for the lead for Borden. As time expires and we go to the end of the third period. So at the end of 3, Borden 30 and the Clarksville Generals 28. Come on back, fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Dr. Carter's office, Annette speaking. How may I help you?
Whether you're a new or longtime patient, you know that when you call Dr. Todd Carter, you'll be treated like family. For over 25 years, Dr. Carter's been providing quality dentistry for patients throughout southern Indiana, from regular dental exams and cleaning to restorative and cosmetic procedures. Let their dedicated and established team take care of your family today. Call Dr. Todd Carter at 812-944-5155 or visit drtoddcarter.com. You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
As we return and begin the fourth quarter of action here on Glycod, the Braves with that bucket at the end of the quarter, now leading by 2. Dr. Todd Carter, Gary Forrest with you tonight. Christian Sanchez running our camera. As turnover, and Jones comes up with it. Good defense by Borden. Jones, leading scorer for these Braves, leading the way tonight with 14. And a bucket there. Compton with the bucket inside, and a quick timeout by Calvin McEwen of Clarksville. So we'll take a quick timeout as well. Back with more fourth quarter here on Glyke Eye.
Hi folks, Mike Kennedy for HKC Roofing. HKC installs the most effective gutter guard on the market at half the cost of the national brands. We guarantee it. Call today for an additional 20% off.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycon.
Back to a 4-point lead for the Borden Braves. Let's show you that end of quarter play underneath as Jones gets the bucket as time expires. And given the Braves the 2-point lead that they have since stretched now to 4.
Well, you'll think about it, Todd. At the end of 2 of the 3 quarters so far, it's been the Braves scoring on a last-second shot.
Yep.
1 a 3 and 1 a deuce. So there's a 5 points difference right there.
Ulrich finally finds Stewart. Stewart in the game with 4 fouls.
Whoa, he threw that one with some hang time on it.
Sure did. Freeman, and he's fouled. And who's that going to go against?
The foul is on number 11,
Simmons, his third. Well, and I misspoke earlier. I was thinking he was already playing with 3, so I was mistaken there. Freeman misses on the first of the free tosses. Got another chance to make it a one-possession game. And does. Rarick gives it up, gets it back. Let's see what these Braves want to do. And Compton, of course, playing with those 3 fouls. Good look inside from Jones. Just can't get it to go. Freeman going the other way, gives it up. Hawkins thought about it, changed his mind. Clarksville being patient. Stewart just rises up and takes that jumper.
Stewart said, I think I will.
Well, I think he saw Compton, who definitely has a bit of a size advantage, but also playing with 3 fouls.
Yep, Compton not coming out on him.
Yep.
He's going to give him that shot.
Might be something to look for as we go down the stretch. Jones wanting to drive, working against Freeman. Has to give it up. Good defense. Rarick, long 3. Short, but then a long board. Chased down in the backcourt by McCormick.
I tell you what, I'm not so sure I wouldn't give Rarick that shot until he shows me that he's going to make that shot consistently.
Yep. Jones. Oh, inside, and the foul. Jones got Stewart up in the air, and the foul comes. So Stewart will head to the sideline.
Clarksville crowd not real happy over that one.
Nope. And that will send Stewart to the bench. Well, I
gonna have to wait.
Yeah, gonna have to wait.
2-shot foul. There you go.
Yeah, okay. Goes to the bench with 6 by my very unofficial count. But good defense played by Stewart, and that is definitely a loss inside as Jones makes the first. Jones with 15 in the ball game. creeping up on average. Oh, Compton with the rebound. Back to Jones. Jones trying to muscle his way in. And that's a three-point play.
The hard way.
Yep, sure was. But Compton with the big board. Hilrich can't hit the three, and they're going to say out of bounds off the Braves. Corbett to Trigger. Gets it to Freeman. Corbett thought about that three, decides to drive instead. Trera gives it over to, Freeman for three. Jeremiah Freeman.
Freeman come alive this second half a little bit offensively.
Yep. Simmons looks to drive, working against Utrera. Hits from that right side of the dish. And a timeout taken by Coach Jones of Borden, so we'll take a timeout as well. Back with more fourth quarter here on Glycod.
Motor vehicle safety is important for everyone, especially young children. Having the proper child restraint systems in place, particularly for children under 4 or weighing less than 40 pounds, will keep a child safe and comfortable when traveling in the car. The Clark County Health Department provides free inspections to ensure proper installation of any car seat. To make an appointment, phone 812-282-7521. A message from the Clark County Health Department funded by Health First Indiana. You're watching Southern Indiana High School basketball on Glycod.
4:42 remaining in this contest, with the Braves leading the Generals 37-34. One team foul apiece. Zion Stewart for the Generals, sophomore. And I think he's got a bit of a bright future. He's got some hops. He's fouled out. Gone to the bench. Freeman loses the handle. McCormick goes back the other way. Can't get the lay-in to go. Hilrich picks it up.
Big miss.
Little balancing act there. Gets it back to Freeman. Corbett shoots the three. Nails it.
Bang! Three-point goal. Corbett. Assist. Hawkins.
Jake Corbett with his 11th point of the ball game. Gary, I think this one may come down to the wire.
I think so. We talked about that midway through the third quarter. Wow, wide open.
Simmons wide open is right. Somebody lost their man, and Simmons said, thank you very much. Corbett gives it up. Utrera thought about the three. Good ball movement again. Hilrich open for three. That one won't go. Jones cleans it up. Quickly down to Compton, ran the floor well, and he was left underneath wide open, and a timeout called by the Generals, Cal McCune. And Calvin McCune wants to talk it over with his ball club. 3:10 remaining, and this gives me the chance to tell you one more time that you can join Glycod in our quest to expand the visibility of today's student athletes by supporting our free-to-watch platform. Please subscribe and tell a friend, as Glycod is changing the way you watch high school athletics. Also gives me the opportunity to tell you that a couple of things upcoming on Tuesday night. Our final regular season home game of Glycod Southern Indiana High School Sports. Cathedral out of Indianapolis taking on New Albany. Cathedral at New Albany Tuesday, 7:30 p.m. tip-off. And Cathedral in that top 10 in the Indy Star Elite 25. So should be a good contest. New Albany just outside of that top 10, but in that top 25. So that one should be a good one. Also, probably a good opportunity to remind you that you can tune into IHSATV.org on Sunday from 6 to 8 p.m. for live coverage of the IHSA boys basketball pairings. So the Generals trailing by 4 and then tied up was Freeman.
Nice read by McCormick.
Sure was.
Freeman on the spin dribble looked like he was going to get right down the lane, and McCormick laying weight.
Yep. Possession arrow went to Borden, so the Braves with a chance to extend this lead. Jones just muscling against Freeman. Can't get it to go, though. Utrera comes down with the board, wants to quickly take it to the other end, then slows it down. Good decision there. Didn't have numbers. Hilrich kicks it inside, lays it up and in.
I think that might be Hilrich's first made bucket.
Second.
Okay.
I've got him with 2, but only 2, and that was a biggie. Inside, Compton working against Corbett, gives it up. And Rarick couldn't get it to fall.
Tell you what, Rarick's having a hard time buying a basket.
Hilrich. Oh, and then has it poked away. Nope, they're going to say just lost the handle.
Hilrich getting a little bit out of control.
Yep.
Maybe he's still fired up over that last shot he made.
Have to say the 5'8" sophomore has played enthusiastically and has given a bit of a spark for these Generals.
Yeah, he's very aggressive there,
yep,
a little too much.
Too aggressive, yep. Got to stay ahead of your man.
A 2-point ball game, got to be smart. Everybody on the floor can see what you're doing in the middle of the floor.
Yep. Jones brings it across timeline. Oh, and dribbles it off his foot. Gets it to Freeman. Freeman, gets fouled. He could not get the bucket to go, though. Freeman just short-armed that one right at the last minute. I think he expected more contact than he got. Freeman makes the first. I've got him with 15 now, unofficially, after having 4 at the break. So, Gary, that's just what you were talking about. He's really come alive.
Yeah, he really has.
Makes both to tie the ball game. And a timeout taken by the Borden Braves with 1 minute, 43 seconds left. We will take a brief timeout as well. Back with more fourth quarter upcoming here on Glycod.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
41 all, 143 left. The possession arrow will go to Clarksville and the chance of a tie-up. Coach, you were saying off air, plans maybe in the Clarksville huddle and maybe even plans in the Borden huddle. Thoughts?
Well, thinking ahead a little bit, if I'm Clarksville, right now Foreman seems to be very, very much under control and has shot the ball well, particularly this fourth quarter. I think he deserves to get some touches. And at the same time, Compton's kind of disappeared offensively for Borden. Yeah.
Jones Working against Hilrick.
There he is inside.
Compton working against Corbett. Gets it up and in. Think that's just what Borden wanted.
I think that timeout said, let's get the big one a touch.
Yep. Hawkins to Utrera. And then a push inside. McCormick whistled for that.
Only 2 fouls on each team here in the fourth quarter, so still got a ways before that bonus comes into play.
Yep, and with a 1:11 left, may not get there. That was actually the third now for Borden, but still, it's a long way to go to get to that bonus. Utrera across timeline. A screen from Freeman. Trying to find Freeman inside.
Got Freeman on the block.
And the double team came, and Freeman just couldn't get it to go. And now Hawkins whistled for the foul.
Well, still a couple of fouls away for either team to be in the bonus.
So Simmons.
I like Jones defending the ball right here. Freeman.
Working against Jones.
He picked him last time. That's the reason.
Well, and we've got a fight for the ball after the fact. I think they're going to call it on Hilrick.
Yep.
That's his fourth, I believe. He sort of took the worst of that by diving into to Rarick, but ended up committing the foul nonetheless.
Well, the next foul against the Generals will put Borden into the bonus.
Borden with the lead. Jones, who has shot free throws pretty well. Don't want him at the line.
So I want to get Compton back on the block.
And the Generals trying to foul, and they can't buy a foul. And now a timeout taken by Borden. That's their last timeout. We will keep it here. 43-41, 22.9 seconds left in this one.
A full timeout. Borden.
And Coach, your thoughts again, maybe in both huddles.
Well, once again, Compton has shown that he's had the ability to score on the block, but he's not necessarily shown that he's a great free throw shooter earlier in the game. So the next foul against Clarksville will put him in the bonus, but I think you need to be real selective. You play it out, and I still like the fact that I like Foreman when he's guarding the ball out front. You know, twice he's sized his man up. Once he's picked him clean.
So we've got a 2-point ball game, and you kind of figure that the Generals are going to have to maybe foul. Well, they're going to have a chance here as the ball comes inbounds to possibly try the takeaway. Simmons to Trigger, does to Jones, definitely who they want to have the ball in his hands. There's Freeman nearly poking that away. Ball tipped up. Simmons fouled.
Well, if you think about it early, Simmons missed a couple of free throws, came back and has made a couple, but
so Utrera commits the foul, and that will send Simmons to the line. 61% free throw shooter.
You know, I think the last time we said that, he shot an air ball. So
let's see. Simmons with the chance to.
Yep.
Nope.
Off the back of the rim.
Yep.
Did not look confident on that shot whatsoever.
So the chance to make it a two-possession game has slipped away, but certainly could extend this lead.
Now remember this. Borden has a foul to give before they give up the bonus.
10 seconds remaining. Freeman fouled.
I'm not sure I want to foul him, though. But
Yep. But still a foul to give. That was on the floor.
Fouls on number 11, Simmons. That's his fourth, the team's fourth.
So
now,
Simmons fourth.
If I've got a foul, I'm going to foul 13 because he's off the bench.
Utrera?
Yep.
Oh,
Nope.
Tried to get it into Freeman on the line. Oh, that one. I think it was the right call.
Yep.
But the Braves, neither one could put their hands on that ball. McEwen took a moment to give his guys some notes. And timeout taken by Borden. I'm sorry. I thought they had taken all their timeouts. Obviously, I was mistaken.
Had one in that back pocket.
Yeah. In which case, Clarksville may be out. I'm going to wait and see if the scorers here show us any fingers. Not that finger, but the other ones to show us what the to show us timeouts left.
I don't think they're going to share that with us.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Okay. So
now they've just told Borden they have no timeouts left.
Yep. Okay. So Utrera. Will trigger.
Oh, my goodness.
And I don't know what happened there, but they wanted to give him the two.
I don't understand that whatsoever.
I don't either. And they could just hold, and that is the ball game. So our final score, Borden 44 and the Clarksville Generals 43. They gave up that late two, and it worked out for the Coach Jones and the Borden Braves, who get back to 511-11. Well, we'll have the postgame show upcoming for you here on Glycod.
Glycod on YouTube is Kentuckiana's fastest growing high school sports video site. When you click to subscribe, don't forget to tap the bell and be notified of our upcoming live broadcasts and other unique video content. Subscribe for free now at youtube.com/Glycod.
When it comes to medical imaging, you have a choice. Choose Priority Radiology in New Albany for convenient quality services like CT, MRI, X-ray, ultrasound, mammography, and more. A proud community supporter, Priority Radiology is devoted to making sure you're informed and comfortable every step of the way. Tell your doctor or provider that you choose Priority Radiology when outpatient imaging is needed. Visit PriorityRadiology.com, celebrating 20 years of serving our community of athletes. Priority Radiology. You have a choice.
Some people just know they could save hundreds on home insurance by checking Allstate first. Like you know to check the neighbors first before buying a house.
What?
Yeah, checking first is smart. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate.
Contact Jeffersonville Allstate agent Packie Page for a quote today.
You wouldn't notice or smell radon, yet this dangerous gas is the #1 cause of cancer among non-smokers. 1 in 3 Indiana homes tested show radon above safe levels, and those levels tend to spike during the winter when closed windows prevent heat and radon from escaping. If you live in Floyd County, you can get a free radon test kit while supplies last from the Floyd County Health Department. For more information, contact them at 812-948-4726. A message from the Floyd County Health Department.
You cannot depend on Beth to choose the best meal to go.
Is that soup? No, thank you.
But you can always depend on her car starting because she has an Interstate battery. Outrageously dependable.
Come by Interstate Batteries, 1510 Production Road, Jeffersonville.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
At German American Bank, our communities matter. You can support your community school with a German American School Spirit check card. With each purchase you make, we will donate 2 cents to your participating school of choice. Filling up your tank, buying groceries? Simply use your check card to show your support. Stop in your local German American Bank office, open a checking account, and request your free School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for a list of participating schools. German American Bank, member FDIC.
Tonight's post-game recap is brought to you by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit Check Card, and sponsor of tonight's final numbers. Visit any of their branches or bank online at GermanAmerican.com.
Back at Clarksville, where our final was Borden 44, Clarksville 43, and a reminder that tonight's scoreboard is presented by Mac Construction. Mac Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Well, as Gary and I talked about that after the final play, we realized that when I will say gave a timeout to the wrong team, obviously Clarksville had no timeouts left, so they couldn't stop the clock and force Borden to have to take a break and then try to get that ball in. But also, we saw the official tell Borden that they were out, but we never saw them come over and tell that to Clarksville. So we were, we didn't quite know what the whole situation was there, and that's my fault. I shouldn't have known that. But still, heady play by the Borden Braves to know. All they had to do was take that ball out. Let the 2 score, take the ball out, and hold it.
Coach Jones was able to get that point across to his kids, let them score, but don't you dare touch the ball, because with no timeouts left, the clock would just run down and the game is over.
Yep. So good, smart coaching.
And I think everybody in the gym was shocked that they let them score that easy bucket, but the reason was under 5 seconds.
Yep.
The game's over.
Game's over.
Unless the only thing that could have stopped it was if Borden decided to throw the ball in bounds.
Right. I'm trying to think. Is there any other way? Could you step across the end line and foul the guy trying to take the ball out?
Well, if you do that, you get a warning.
Yeah, that's right. It wouldn't have stopped the clock. There you go, folks. So that was our final. Let's show you that last play quickly, as we've now rehashed it, but. Obviously, Utrera, gets it right into Corbett, and Corbett makes that final bucket, giving him 13 points on the contest. But good play by and good thoughts by the Borden coaching staff, and they come away with the W. Well, we are going to step aside. When we come back, we will roll on through the post-game show. We've got a German American Bank final stats upcoming, and then our most outstanding players yet to come here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
State Farm helps make renters insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
It's time for a look at tonight's final numbers. Tonight's final numbers presented by German American Bank, home of the School Spirit check card. Visit GermanAmerican.com for more information. And let's go ahead and turn it back over to, sorry, got rid of the wrong thing. Gary, let's go ahead and let you talk about our German American Bank second half numbers. Any numbers in particular that jump out at you?
Well, you know, with a score 44-43, there wasn't a lot of offense generated. And I think part of that was first half, neither team shot the ball well. Second half, both teams shot the ball better, but it was also better defense without fouling and stuff anytime you go down to a one-point game. And the biggest disadvantage for the home team was only 16 total rebounds for the game, 25. That's a big margin for visiting Borden. And some of those were obviously, I know one possession, there were 4 attempts down here in the fourth quarter, and they finally were able to go to the free throw line and make a couple of free throws.
Well, let's talk about with final numbers, final scoring. And this is very unofficial, folks, but we did keep some scoring, and we can tell you Jeremiah Freeman finished with 16. Jake Corbett had 13, 6 from Zion Stewart, 4 from Todd Hilrick, and Caleb Hawkins had 2. Excuse me, my apologies. He was scoreless. Travian Utrera had 2 in the contest. Wyatt Jones led the scoring for the Braves with 17. 13 from KJ Simmons, 9 from Colson Compton inside. A couple of points from Lynn and 1 from Rarick on a made free throw. But again, Jones leads the way for the Braves and Freeman for the Generals. Well, let's take a brief break. When we come back, we'll have our most outstanding players for you here on Glycod. So stay tuned for that, and we'll give you the upcoming schedule. Not much of that left, but we'll give that at least in Southern Indiana. But we'll give you that, and we'll wrap it up here on Glycod.
Red Ball is Southern Indiana's recycling choice because we can turn the scrap metal you bring into scrap money. Located in Jeff and Madison.
When young people need a place to go and someone to help, there's always a safe place nearby. Clark County Youth Shelter and Family Services, a local nonprofit organization, designates businesses and organizations throughout Clark and Floyd counties as safe places, which offer immediate help and safety to area youth who are experiencing crises. For more information on these safe places and a list of locations, visit ccysfs.org. This is a message from the Clark County Youth Shelter.
This is what excellence in construction looks like. It's a startup company that launched in 1980 under the leadership of a husband and wife team who had a vision for growing something great, the American dream. It's two sons who have worked hard and earned the opportunity to carry on the legacy from the ground up. It's nearly 300 employees with common culture and commitment to construction. Some of the region's most visible and ambitious projects with the same heart, passion, and drive. It's our experience, our innovation, our reputation, and core values that set us apart. Mack Construction. This is what excellence looks like.
Community Action of Southern Indiana's Head Start program continues to make a difference in development and school readiness with children from birth to age 5. As a proud community partner, Cassie is more than childcare because they also help families seek success, combat hunger, and afford housing. Visit 201 East 15th Street in Jeff or check out their array of programs at cassie1.org. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives.
State Farm helps make renter's insurance simple. Our agents are dedicated to understanding your needs to help you choose the right coverage.
Call State Farm agent Teresa Lamb in New Albany today.
You're watching Southern Indiana High School Basketball on Glycod.
It's time for our most outstanding players of the game. Tonight's most outstanding players brought to you by State Farm Insurance agent Teresa Lamb. For a quote on home, auto, or life insurance, give her office a call at 812-945-8088. That's 812-945-8088. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there for those most outstanding players. Let's turn it back over to Gary. Gary, first up for the Clarksville Generals in the loss.
Well, you know, we talked about the first half, even though he was one of their top leading scorers. Freeman didn't get a lot of points in the first half, but he really helped carry Clarksville during the third and fourth quarter.
Yeah, so Jeremiah Freeman for the Clarksville Generals, ending up with 16 by my unofficial count, and in the win for the Borden Braves.
Well, the guy that just found a way to keep scoring in the most important moments, and that was Wyatt Jones.
So Jones finishing with 17 by my unofficial count, including 3 made threes, and just played well attacking the basketball, especially in that second half of play. So those are your most outstanding players of the game, Jones and Freeman. Now it's time to take a quick peek at our upcoming schedule on Glycod. And for Southern Indiana, that upcoming schedule, not too full anymore, but HKC Roofing bringing you this upcoming schedule. HKC Roofing, better than guaranteed. You can give them a call, 502-212-1081. And our upcoming schedule includes our regular season finale at New Albany High School. Tuesday, February 24th, 7:30 p.m. tip-off Cathedral out of Indianapolis at New Albany. And that is our Southern Indiana regular season finale. Kentucky playoffs begin this upcoming week, the week of February 23rd. Lots of games over the next couple of weeks coming to you on Glycod. So please go to www.glycod.com for games, times, and links. Well, Gary, it's time to put a bow on this one. Any thoughts on tonight's ball game and this one from Clarksville?
Well, I think we mentioned, both of us, early in the third quarter that the way things looked, neither team giving up, it was going to go down to the wire, and a sort of a unique finishing with Borden allowing a bucket to be made under the basket with a 1-point lead where the clock would run out.
Yeah, it was an interesting one, and that's one of those where it's always nice when you see the chess game play out the way a coach wants it to happen, and it does.
Well, yeah, because there's always that one if a kid decides to go ahead and throw the ball in or steps across the line or whatever, and I think everybody in the gym was left shocked that the 4 seconds ticked off and the game was over.
Yep, there you go. Well, that's going to do it for us here tonight at Clarksville High School. I want to say thank you to executive producer Steve Bird. Also want to say thank you to AD Levi Carmichael for having us in tonight to do this game. For Christian Sanchez on camera, Coach Gary Forrest, our analyst, I'm Dr. Todd Carter saying good night, God bless, and we'll see you next time on Glycod.
From Glycod, this has been Southern Indiana High School Basketball. Presented by Allstate Insurance Agent Packy Page. He puts you in good hands. Tonight's game was brought to you by Red Ball Recycling in Jeffersonville and Madison, Southern Indiana's premier recycling solution. Mac Construction, experience, reputation, solutions. Our place, where change is possible. Interstate Batteries, outrageously dependable since 1952. IBEW Local 369. Power up your potential. Priority Radiology in New Albany. You have a choice. Community Action of Southern Indiana and Head Start. Helping people, changing lives. And by Deering Floor Center, Tommy's Express Car Wash, and the Clark County Health Department.
Visit Glycod.com and follow us on social media for information about upcoming broadcasts and other high school sports content. Thank you for watching this live sports presentation on Glycod.